Hello, and welcome back to Weekend Cartoon Reviews. This time, we're reviewing Hazbin Hotel Season 2. This review has been anticipated for a while, and at the end of the review, I'll do a song ranking since I don't have time to make a separate video for that, unfortunately. However, let's get on to the actual review, the thing you all are here for. Hazbin Hotel Season 2, in many ways, is better than the first season. The first season is really iconic. It has memorable songs, memorable moments, etc. Season 2 elevates that as well. And while I believe more songs from Season 1 are more memorable than Season 2 ones, Season 2 still has a really stacked lineup of songs, which again, we'll talk more about later. By the way, this is your spoiler warning because this season has been out for a while and I want to go into spoilers. Season 2 starts shortly after the extermination ends and sinners come to check out the hotel, believing that the hotel was designed to kill angels, and not angel dust. As we can see, Charlie and everyone else are struggling to keep the hotel staying afloat, and not because of the exterminations, as those have been cancelled now. You might be wondering, if there's no exterminations, what's the season's conflict? This season, funny enough, is centered around its main villain, Vox. I've mentioned before that I've always wanted more Vox content in the show, including more songs, and well, I definitely got my wish here. I was hyped to see that he was back. He wants to be seen as a god among sinners and angels, ruling over both realms, and trying to start a war with heaven for this reason. That's what Vox ultimately wants in the show. And again, I'm happy we have a villain like him in this show. His motivation for all of this is that Alistair and Vox used to be friends. However, after Vox proposed that the two rule hell together, Alistair rejected him, and Vox has held a grudge. I'm glad Vox doesn't have any sort of tragic backstory to him and the narrative allows him to just go off the rails. Even when Vox was on Earth, he wasn't a good person as he killed everyone who ranked above him to climb the corporate ladder. We actually do get reveals, and my god, we got way more twists this season than I thought we would. That final song in the first season really did foreshadow all of this. The future of hell belongs to the V's. I didn't believe it was going to be anything like this, but the payoff for that line in particular really shined here. We also learn more of Alistair's backstory. He was a serial killer in his days on Earth, only to strike a deal with Rosie, one of Hell's overlords, so that Alistair becomes the most powerful sinner in Hell. The way he breaks his deal with Rosie is so well integrated too. I love how the fans online were saying, "Oh my god, Alistair, he's a fraud. He lost his aura." But he just played the long game in the end is all he did. He showed who he truly was in the season finale. We also learned why Sir Pentious and Angel Dust went to hell in the first place. I'm sure we're going to get more elaboration on Angel Dust's reason in the next season. Season 3 seems like it'll be an even bigger season, and this season was already big as is. Viv has even stated Season 3 is her favorite part of the story. A lot of fans did complain about Charlie this season, but honestly, I think she just needs more development. I can see that everything she did came from good intentions, except for maybe the third episode of the season. She did create an easily preventable situation from happening after all. It's not that she's a terrible person, it's that she's ignorant and has some redeeming to do herself. This season is mainly focused on the V's, though, and I love the V's as characters. They're all so well written and entertaining as hell to watch, even if they are detestable people. I'm surprised they made Valentino less evil in this one, honestly. He was way more evil in the first season. Though, they honestly couldn't sell me on giving this guy a redemption arc no matter how hard they try. Viv did say one of the V's will be redeemed, and I really don't know how I feel about that at this moment, just because of how evil she really portrayed them, until the end where they save the day and shit. I'm not gonna say anything else. Even though I'd say I'd talk about spoilers, I do genuinely want you to watch this season if you haven't. Every episode just kept getting better and better, and honestly, better than Season 1 in my opinion. Better villains, better stakes, the characters develop, and yeah, that's really all I want to say about it that hasn't been said. Now, on to the song ranking. Sitting at number 20 is Sarah's Confession. This song follows Sarah realizing her mistakes and accepting Adam's proposal to exterminate sinners. Look, there's no song in Season 2 I hate. There's none that make me want to go, "Oh my god, fuck off." but this is one I almost never revisit, if ever. It does explore Sarah as a character, but I think there's a better song that does it. This one, though, comes after realizing that Serpentius has redeemed himself, and chooses to try and help Hell redeem more sinners. So there's that, I suppose. Number 19 is Speedrun to Redemption. While in the show, it's pretty funny. It shows Charlie trying to replicate her methods of redemption on Angel Dust when Serpentius sacrificed himself. This is all while Vox is at the hotel trying to spin the narrative like he usually did this season, just rage-baiting Charlie like he did in the episode this was featured in. I don't know what else to say other than it's fun, but again, not one of my go-tos. At number 18, it's Live to Live. This is the song I was talking about that was better than Sarah's confession. It calls back to another song in Season 1, showing Pentious has learned from his sins and what landed him in hell in the first place. Then he forgives Sarah as well, seeing how Sarah is struggling to forgive herself for all the blood that was on her hands. It's compelling enough and shows Sarah has learned. Number 17, Piss, a love song. It's fun and energetic, it shows the chemistry Serpentius and Cherry Bomb have, and reveals that they both secretly miss each other, after Serpentius went to heaven. It's a nice song, and it does get me fired up. It's insane that Serpentius' voice actor can even sing like this to begin with, especially with the lisp Pentious has. At number 16, we have Clean It Up. This is a nifty solo, which we have never gotten one before, and I thought it was funny. It shows what Nifty really feels about the hotel and Charlie, trying to advertise it to the news, and while she didn't do a good job at it, it was still fun to watch. Also, anime references. Angel Dust actually had a good song this time with Losing Streak at number 15. It's a slow song and it doesn't have much plot relevance. Sounds like a brainwashy type song and I low-key fuck with that. Blake Roman has a really good voice, and I hope he gets even more songs in the third season, if it truly is the Husker Dust season. The finale song is at number 14, Hear My Hope. Look, this song in full is good, but not up there as one of the best. I love that it's an ensemble song with many parts, but the Alistair and Rosie part is easily my favorite part of the song. It really shows how much their relationship has evolved, even if we only see them together for 2 episodes prior to this. It demonstrates what we know, and how Alistair got himself out of her deal. Speaking of Rosie, in number 13 we have Don't You Forget. It's a catchy song and reveals that Rosie has Alistair on a leash, reminding him that he's her pet and there's nothing he can do in this situation. She really rubs it in and the two play off each other so well. It surprised me when I first watched the episode that this is how they really were. I really expected Alistair to be connected to Lilith in some way. This was a good song, but I simply like the others more. At number 12 we have When I Think About the Future. This one was fun and really hypes up the drama that happens in the next episode, with the hotel planning to stop the V's and getting Angel Dust back. Even Vox and Alistair get a verse here, and it's my favorite part of the song, easily. I can listen to that part on repeat alone and never get tired of it. It's that good. Every other part is good too. I do hope Valentino gets a solo song next season, though. Joel Perez would have a really good voice, just like Christian Boyle did with all the Vox songs, which, if you couldn't tell, Vox is my favorite voice in this series. Easily. Number 11, we have Like You. I love how energetic this song is, and Emily has a really good voice too, and I just hope she gets more songs, including Abel and Peter. They really need to utilize them more in the series. Abel especially. I felt he was underutilized, and a solo song with him would just go so hard. I'm happy we got this song in. It gave us the line, and everyone's not addicted to crack. That came out of left field. I'm pretty sure that's not how the line actually goes in the song, but it's funny nonetheless. We now have the top 10. Vox DIE kicks this one off. I would have loved this song to be longer than it actually was, but we had 2 other Vox songs that episode, so I was okay with it. He really hypes himself here, and he's believable as a threat in this song alone. He knew how to intimidate the angels, and I find myself not only quoting this and other Vox songs a lot, but I quote the guy in general. Speaking of Vox, at number 9 we have Brighter! This one showcases Vox's backstory and his time on Earth. It's scary and it's got the right beats it needs. It really shined, and is a fan favorite of the season for a reason. Insane visuals, shows Vox as a villain more, and he's just all around fun. We'll take a break from Vox briefly to talk about Charlie and Vaggie, because at number 8 we have Easy. This was when I pieced together that Vaggie shared a VA with Mirabelle from Encanto. It's a catchy song and really shows the two really do care about each other. We need to get Vaggie to sing more, man. Maybe season 4, we can focus on her more? Please? Alright. I'm probably gonna get burned for placing it here, but at number 7, we have Gravity. I'm sorry, I didn't think this was the best song like everyone else did. I think it builds hype, and I can't wait to see where Lute's character goes. She has a really good voice, but I thought it was slightly overrated, even if I enjoyed it. Sorry, guys. Number 6, I'm going to talk about Hazbin Guarantee, also known as Trust Us. The song is catchy and a great opener to the season. It establishes character motivations very well and sets up the season. The song that comes after this one does the same, and you can tell who all these characters are just by this song alone and what they're like. It's great at characterization and reintroduces you to the world of hell. Now in the top 5, and kicking it off, we have Bad With Us. Just a fun song all around, honestly. It's catchy and very happy-go-lucky for a Vox song. It was a nice change of pace for him, and I like the variety. They cooked with all the Vox songs this time around. Now come and be bad with us, and listen to this song. At number 4, it's Once We Get Up There. This song establishes Vox's goal very well, even if we don't get the motivation right away. It establishes what he wants, and that's exactly what a song like this needs to do. The visual presentation also went really hard here. So, good job to the team on this one. For number 3, it's the reprise of Don't You Forget. Yeah, I like Reprise more than its original incarnation. State of Gone was my favorite of last season, so it's not a surprise I love another Vox and Alistair song. I love how the two just try to rage bait each other this entire song, and it's amazing. Even if Vox technically has the upper hand, that's only because Alistair willingly put him in this position. It's fun, and I was going crazy during this one. The runner-up for the best song this season goes to Love in a Bottle. I love Keith David's voice. He was perfect for Husk. He sings so well, and it really shows Husk having a much-needed good time for once. It's a song I've looped so much, and I feel like we all want to be like Husk in this song sometime. If you've been keeping track, my favorite song this season is Vox Populi. I find myself quoting this song especially a lot, and it gets me really hyped up anytime I listen to it. This and Love in a Bottle were really hard for me to choose a favorite. I ultimately went with Vox Populi, though, because of Vox and Lucifer's part in this song is also really good. You can't go wrong with a Vox song, and this season was proof of that. But this song alone was the embodiment of that statement. So yeah, that's Season 2 of Hazbin Hotel. I had a lot of fun watching this, and can't wait to do it all again in the 3rd season. Watch this show if you haven't. It is so far my favorite cartoon of the decade. Bye everyone, and have a great day.